Yeah. A plane, yeah.
A pie, plane, a pie, plane, up and down.
Up and down?
Good morning. It is chilly this morning. I think it got down to 45 last night, so a little brisk this morning. And the weather looks good this week, and then it drops next week into the 30s at night. So I think fall is here now. I think we're past 80 and 90 degree days. So the push is on now for concrete before it gets too cold. So our insulation is in, and our mesh for the concrete. So I have to go pick that up at the end of this week. So while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna try to get these porches framed out. The front porch should be easy because I just need 3 boards, and the back porch, it'll be the same process. It'll be pretty easy. It'll just take a little bit longer because there's so much more. So we got the laser because I want the stakes at a certain height. So what we will do is I'll set the laser up, I'll get some stakes, we'll start pounding where they got to go. Our porch is going to be basically right to the edge of the roof line. So I think it's about 11.5 feet wide, and then it's about 8 foot out. So we'll get things set up and we'll start pounding some stakes. Okay, so I did a little prep work off camera. Got the laser set up. I don't know if you could see next to that board, there's a stake there. And there's a stake on the other side. That's the width of the porch in the back. So I'm gonna have a mark on my metal there, which is where the height is. So it's 2 inches down from the top. So what I need to do now is take my laser and figure out the height of that stake. And I want that stake a 1/2 inch below where the height of the 2x4 is gonna be. So that way the board or the stake is not in the way of them screeding the concrete. So right now, it's still gotta go down quite a bit. It's a 13/16, so it's gonna go down almost 1 inch. There we go. So now we can put this here, and then we can get this set. I'll take this hay out of here. We'll have to scrape, we'll have to add a little bit of gravel and do all that jazz. So we'll get this board screwed in on this side, and then we can set our stake on the other side. So I'm just going to mark the 2x kind of where it needs to be. Then I can take the laser. Okay, so For this side, I'm just gonna use a level to get it close. To which, of course, I pounded that stake too far in, so let me get a bigger stake. So with the level, that's good. So now I'm going to put this side at a 1/2 inch lower so that it's got a little bit of slope. Which is right there. And it's pretty level. Inch. Okay, so first one is in. I'm gonna add more stakes, and I'll add rebar too, because those stakes are expensive. So I want to add more stakes so that it doesn't bow out. And then what we'll do is we'll backfill onto the outside, and then we'll have to backfill on the inside a little bit. Probably have to dig out some of that dirt a little bit, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we'll do the same thing now on the other side, and then we can do the front. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put one screw on each side here, and then I'll get it level, and then I'll check and make sure the side is good. All right, then we'll check it, make sure it's square. Perfect. All right. Seven, 37 3/4. Okay, so it's slightly off. But I probably can put that right there. So now we can do the 3, 4, 5 method. So if we go 3 foot here, here. Should be. Perfect. This side. All right, so square on those two ends, which means it's square on those two ends. And I gotta add some more stakes here. And then we can backfill. So it doesn't go that far out past the post, but I think it'll be fine. Probably should have done a bigger overhang on the porch, push the posts in, and I probably should have done like a 2 foot overhang on the porches to make it work. But again, when we were designing this, we had no idea because we never done it before, so we'll make it work. It'll look good. We might have a landing step there or something, or I'll just grade up to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add more stakes. I don't think I have enough for the back, the whole thing, because some of this fill dirt's kind of soft, so I want to make sure it's really really actually in there. So I'll get those stakes added and then we can move around to the back. Okay, so now I need to get some gravel. Basically, for easy reference, it's got to go up to the bottom of the 2x4. It's a 1/2 inch off. But for easy reference for you guys, because it's hard to see, it's basically got to go up to the bottom. So we need more on the outsides. The center's got to go about 3 inches. We're gonna do a 4-inch porch on the front and a 4-inch on the back. Talked to the concrete guy. I was debating about 5 or 6. He said 4 is plenty. There's no weight going on it. On the front porch, Tina might put some planters or something next to the door, but that's about it. And on the back porch, we might have some patio furniture, and that's about it. So that should be plenty, 4-inch. So I'm gonna get the lawnmower and the wagon, and we'll load up gravel and start bringing it in. All right, so we got it pretty close. I'll take the laser to it before I compact, and I'll rake it out a little bit more. On the posts, I kind of dug out a little bit because the 4 inches would be over that concrete, and I want to tie into those posts. So you can see I kind of dug out a little bit, so it'll be a little bit deeper right there. It's not going to add much concrete. I think I only need 3/4 of a yard for this front porch anyway. I can't remember exactly, maybe it was just over 1, but that'll tie into those and make it real solid. So I'll rake this out a little bit more, and then we can go ahead and get started on the back porch. I'm not too worried about getting it compacted right this second, but so far so good. 1 porch down, 1 big porch to go. Okay, I forgot. Crazy question of the day. Let this readjust. You guys saw me kicking it with my boots, right? I have no laces on my boots. How do I have rocks inside of my boots when I was kicking it if there's no way for them to get in? It doesn't make any sense. All right, it is the next day, and I got 1 stake over there and 1 stake here, and I started 1 stake over there. So that'll be the start of it. Over here, I'm gonna come out a little bit past, just give a little bit of a landing, I think, so that it's not right on the corner, so hopefully it doesn't crack as much. But I'm not sure how much. I just got that stake there for now. I don't know, I may or may not do this. I'm still undecided, but we'll get the forms, most of the forms up before we decide on that, and then I could decide on that as I think about it. I'll ask the boss what she thinks, but that's gonna be, we'll put like a planter along the side there. So I don't know, I may or may not do that. It might be a dumb idea. I'll think about it a little bit more, but we'll keep adding some stakes over there, and I'll probably have to do 1 or 2, probably a couple more in the middle, because I'll have to go every 12 feet, and then we can start putting boards and we'll be done. This one's gonna need a lot of fill. I'd like to find somebody with a tractor so that I don't have to use that lawnmower, but I guess we'll find out what I can do. Okay, I just realized when I was editing, I never updated this area here. We're not gonna pour past the porch, and I said just now that it would limit cracks. That piece would actually crack more because of the corner. So we're just gonna end it right there with the porch. But I figured I would update since I didn't do it later in this video. Okay, so got all those stakes in, and I know they're exactly 12 inches from the post because I was getting soaked from the dew on the roof. So they are for sure 12 inches apart from the post. So I need to get one post over here, and then, which I may just put one here, but I think I'll get all these level first. I can run my boards all the way across, and then once I get these on, I may bring some gravel in first, so I can just drive in and dump it instead of having the issue and try to back up on the other side. But I'll get the laser, we'll set all these to where they need to be, and then we'll move on. Okay, so I set this laser on the height of the concrete where it's going to be on the wall, and then I dropped it 1 inch because this will go down 1.5 inches, but it won't go down 2 inches, which is what I want. I said earlier in the video that I did a 1/4 inch drop in the front, but then I put on the screen that I did 1 inch. I changed that afterwards. So that's about an 1/8 inch slope per foot, which is a small porch, so it's fine. But this one, I'm gonna do 1/4 inch per foot slope. So it's not quite a 1/4 inch. It's gonna be 8 foot. I think it's just under 8 foot. So it might be a little bit more than a 1/4. So this, I'm gonna put at 2 inches below the front. So this stake needs to come down quite a bit. So put it in. So it's at 9/16, just over 1/2 inch. So I need to go down another inch because I want this 1/2 inch lower. And if it's a little bit more, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I went down a little too far. It's like 1.5 inches down, but that'll be fine. This is gonna have to get dug out. It's a little high. So I'll dig this out before we put the boards on, but this one is good. So I'll just work my way down and set all those to where they need to be, and then I'll come back and dig this out, and then we can start putting boards on.
I had a porch.
Yeah, the porch?
No,
You holding the porch?
no.
Yeah.
I want to.
Okay, so what I found was easiest here is putting the block under here so we can set this 2x on there, and then we'll measure the height of it, and then we can move it up. So, go ahead.
Good.
Whoops.
Yeah, right there.
Down.
Hold on.
Come on.
Yeah.
So this one doesn't have to be perfect because I could adjust that 2x4, but this will just help hold it a little bit.
Let me do the other side. Yeah. See?
You know, I suppose we could just put this one on because I could just, the other side's on.
Here's a piece.
Maybe.
Piece.
Whoa.
Whoa.
good. Down this side.
Big. Oh no!
You're falling.
I guess I should have made sure that they were touching, but I don't think you'll notice. Screw those two together. I hope the concrete guys can work their magic because
Magic.
yeah, magic.
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 I don't know if I got enough space on this one. Might just push it in. It'll be okay.
Want me to hold
I
her?
fell down.
Come here. Come and help me. Over here. There you go. What is it? That is incredibly difficult with her pushing on it.
And they're not even touching.
They're not even touching. Take two. Ay, ay, ay.
Do you want me to hold her? Or would that be easier?
Let's go.
She cannot hold on to it like that.
Can you let go?
Hold
Yeah,
the screw.
there you go.
You got the screw? Are they?
Huh?
I said, are they touching?
That should be. I pushed it over. Yeah. They're touching now. Having a kid when you build a house is so much fun, they said. It really is. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I would maybe trade it for a few extra hours a day to work. That's about it. Alright, need another 2x4.
You put it back? Lid? That's a lid. Yeah.
All down, pick.
Yeah. A plane, yeah.
A pie, plane, a pie, plane, up and down.
Up and down?
That makes it tough, though. All right, she's all done. It's nice and straight. Down there a ways, it does bow in a little bit, but it spans like 14 feet without a post. And it's right where that second block is, if you can see it. So when we put a new stake in, we'll pull it back. And that's the only spot. So I'm not gonna do the edges yet, because my thoughts are when we get gravel, we'll just pull in and dump and just drive all the way through, drive around. It should be a little bit easier than having to dump it and shovel it more. So I think what I'm gonna do is start getting the wagon and start bringing some gravel, and then we'll see how much we can get done this morning. Okay, we were discussing because something didn't look right. When I set the laser off the line on the house, I moved the laser down, and I should have moved it up. So this board here is 2 inches high because I went up an inch when I should have went down an inch, and then we were going an inch lower. So it's high 2 inches. So we got to pound all those down, which hopefully it should be fairly easy. I'm thinking I can just take a 2x4 and put it on the edge of the stake and pound it down, and then do that all the way across. So I'm not going to bore you guys with that because it's much of the same thing. If that idea doesn't work, then we'll have to take it out and redo the whole thing. But something looked off to us because we had this all level last time we had the skid steer out here, and then looking at this, like, we'd have to bring in 4 inches of gravel. So something didn't look right. I'm glad we caught it now instead of leaving it till the day of the concrete and then have to do it. So we'll fix this, and then we'll pick back up and show you what it looks like after. All right, so I got all these posts pulled out everywhere I need it. I need a little bit of gravel here. Over there is good. It kind of starts right here and goes down that way where I need more gravel. But I was just about to dump the first load, and I got thinking that I should probably drive with the rest of the stakes in before I add gravel, so I don't have to go through all that gravel and have the stakes walk. And I don't have the stakes yet, so I'm actually going tomorrow, as of filming this, to pick up all the insulation and the mesh for the concrete, and I'm gonna get more stakes when I'm there. So I'll probably just wait to backfill until I get the rest of those stakes in, because that should make it a little bit easier to put the stakes in. So with that said, I guess that's where we will leave this video. Some of this area right here is not too bad, actually. So I may just get some gravel and bring it over here and dump it, and then I could move it from there. But like I said, I'm not gonna pour it in until I put all the stakes in. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stakes, so I need 3 over there, and I only have 2 long ones, and then I have 3 short ones, which will be fine for that side. But again, I can't put those in because I don't want to block myself in and not be able to drive the mower in. So I guess that's where we'll leave this video. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.